Morning, how are you? Welcome to another video. Today I'm gonna be doing something different, playing a game called +1 -1, which basically means if you see something pro cycling like this very nice, well paved, dedicated cycling lane, you give it 1 point. If there's something against cycling, then let's just deduct 1 point. And basically I'll be roaming around the suburban area in the northwest of Hangzhou today, roughly 40 to 50 kilometers ride. Let's see how many points this area gets for cyclists. Right, let's go.
A perfectly clean, well-maintained road. Here comes the cleaner. She's doing a great job. It's always nice to acknowledge the unsung heroes keeping our streets clean, and they deserve that. Back to the smooth, uninterrupted flow of this road. Manhole cover, of course, classic. The thing you always see and the thing you always try to avoid. Doesn't matter how experienced you are, there's always that one time that you misjudge it. A manhole cover and a roadblock, 2 strikes. Now, I'm in this industrial area, dodging cars going the wrong way. A manhole cover. Tricycles, a manhole cover. Pedestrians and a road wet from some erratic sprinkling.
Oh yeah, what surface again?
This is not the serene cycling I had in mind. So I'm gonna knock off a few points for this one. And there we go, pedestrians on the road again. But look at this, G104 National Road. It's a cyclist dream here in Hangzhou. No cars trying to run you off the road. 2 roadblocks back to back. Now onto the country lanes. The roads are narrower, but it's peaceful. And the kind of cycling where the only thing to worry about is dodging the occasional car. But of course, there's a roadblock, and this car slamming on the brakes next to me. You just have to stay sharp, that's all. In the village, it's a bit of a tricycle race. Everyone's trying to get where they need to go in their own way. Here comes the railway crossing. This is where your backside gets a proper workout. If you're not ready for it, it's like hitting a speed bump, only much harder. These crossings always remind me of the old films. It's a bit nostalgic. It's not exactly the smoothest part of the ride, but it's got character. So 1 point for charm. As I pass through this village, heading towards a town known for its tea trade, I realize the road's still in pretty good shape. Then I spot a little side road. Should I explore it?
I really want to go on that road.
Of course I should. Cyclists live for these little detours, especially when the area is not overrun by stray dogs. Yes, cyclists are terrified of dogs. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Riding on these little lanes, you can't go too fast. It's all about the constant vigilance. It's a lot to dodge. Side roads, junctions, you really have to keep your wits about you. Unless, of course, there's another roadblock. Or 1, 2, 3. Today's weather's been very accommodating. It's a nice clear day, definitely adding a point for that. And look, there's a new greenway. It's nice when roads get the attention they deserve. I can't stand people who just take up lanes for no good reason. It's like they're daring you to try and squeeze past, and I'm deducting a point for this one. And then, would you believe it? A road crosses overhead and slices the greenway in two. Fantastic. Good thing I'm riding slowly today. Oh, I ended up in the grass. A brief moment of panic. but at least I didn't end up with a bruised ego. Or worse.
I think it's time for me to have some gel, because that was tiring. No stairs. Anyway, there won't be any trash cans along the road, and there shouldn't be any.
Right, all sorted now. Back on track, thankfully. It was a close one. Had I been any faster, I might have ended up off-road. Which, let's be honest, would have made the whole thing much less enjoyable. Another speed bump. And this one's in a spot where the walls forces me to take a very interesting detour. Not exactly ideal, but at least it keeps things interesting. Now I'm on my way back home. Another pass through the railway crossing. It's always nice to see something new, even if the landscape just a little bit different. A change of scenery, always refreshing. And finally, a fellow cyclist. We exchanged a quick nod because that's what we do. It's like a secret handshake for people who prefer two wheels to four. Definitely adding a point for that. Construction ahead. I was tempted to deduct a point for this. Then I remembered when it's done, it's much smoother, so the point stays. It's all about the long-term benefits. This stretch isn't exactly my favorite. Another roadblock at a junction, and of course, no more traffic lights. Overall, this ride's been pretty decent. The score's obvious enough at this point. If you're still tempted, I can try cycling through the city next time, but let's be real, the scores can look bad.
41.78 kilometers ride.
And lastly and personally, I've come to the conclusion that roadblocks and speed bumps are actually there to keep us safe, so I'm not docking any points for them.
Let's call it a day, and I'll see you in the next ride.